All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Uper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. Kind of a special little edition here. I did a thing. So, Drew Estates does this event when they launch new cigars. It's called the Freestyle Live. I'm not a huge fan of most Drew Estate cigars. They do a lot of flavored cigars, and I'm really not a fan of them. But I wanted to try this one. They do these launch parties. I didn't know they did. This is the first time I found out about it. And they sell these little kits at local cigar shops and whatnot. You buy these kits, and it's got some goodies inside. I'll go through all of it. And it gives you a chance to kind of be a part of a launch party. That's kind of the topic tonight. Launch parties. The beer, though, from the Three Floyd Brewery, we have Molokai Milk Stout. Never had this one before. I have had the Three Floyd's beers before. They're usually pretty good. So we're going to talk about launch parties, show you what's inside this kit, light up their cigar here real quick, and have some good times. I'm really excited. This isn't something I normally do. I normally don't get involved with the different launch parties. There's a nice dark stout there. It used to be a bigger thing when I was younger. But before I get into that, let's look at this. So here's a cigar. You get 3 cigars. I have not opened them yet. I'll open them up and show them to you. Inside the kit, though, this cool little sturdy box. There's a little bookmark, but they also run contests. Now, I covered up my contest code, so you can't steal it. Sorry. So it's drawings and whatnot. Super exciting. Unfortunately, though, I did read down here, excluded in Michigan. Bummer. I know, right? I may have messed up. I will not be getting the free prizes, but that's okay. That wasn't the reason I entered. It's just kind of a cool aside. But if you're in Michigan, you don't qualify. Next is this cool little keychain, little leather keychain strap holder. Neat, something a little fun. They do have in here, comes with a torch shaped like a cigar, like a little cigar case. So let's see if I can get it to light here. I did fill it up with fuel. There it goes. So yeah, little torch lighter. I'm going to turn up the gas to get it to light. And I will be using this lighter to light the cigar. Figure you have to. And it comes with actually a very impressive guillotine. I have a few guillotines from different companies and whatnot, but this one is solid. This is a really, really nice guillotine. I will be using it to cut the cap off of the cigars they sent. I figured if they send this, it's probably specifically for these cigars. Now, I'm not going into this 100% blind. I did watch a video where someone smoked these because I don't do well with the flavored cigar. And Drew Estate does do a lot of infused and flavored cigars. They do some non-infused, non-flavored too. But I didn't want to smoke them and find out that it's their new brand of, Harvest Cherry Cigar. So yeah, you open it up. Cute little package here. And inside, if I can get it open, there it goes, are a pack of 3 cigars. Showing that release date, March 2024 is when they're having their big launch party, smoke-a-thon. So you sign onto a website and you can smoke the cigars with the rest of the Freestyle Live community. You have a smoke off. Pretty cool. I actually like that. I'm going to talk more about that, but let me get one of these out of the package, light it up, and I'll be back in just a minute. So stand by. And like that, we're back. Cigar is lit. The Freestyle cutter, as I suspected, gave a beautiful cut to this cigar. Now, usually I like to punch or use a V-cut, but that one's great. Use their lighter. Turn up the gas a little bit, and as you can see, it lights right up. A little mono flame. That's kind of cool. Most of mine are, you know, the multi-flame, the tri-flames and whatnot. So that's cool to have a mono flame there. You'll definitely be using that up. So first impressions, Connecticut, very smooth, well-constructed cigar. The draw on it is amazing. I've heard rumors about some of these promotional packs when they send out cigars. They're usually not the highest of high quality because they're not really in full production yet. Apparently, when Drew Estate sends out a cigar, they will be production quality cigars, and many people say that actually these samplers or these promotional packs will be better than the actual run. They put a lot of time and effort into these cigars. That's good. Nice and smooth. Just like I love Connecticut's. They're one of my favorite cigars to smoke. Very light flavor. Kind of a contrast actually to the stout beer. I probably should have picked a lighter beer going into it. I'm loving it. This Freestyle Live thing, I can't wait to actually find out what the cigar is. It's probably going to be a very expensive cigar. My guess is this will be a cigar that I'll wait for it to go on sale. A lot of the Drew Estates are a little more pricey, especially once you get outside of their flavored blends. But let's talk about these promotional parties, these launch parties. They used to be a huge thing when I was growing up. In the 90s, early 2000s. As many of you guys know, I'm quite a video gamer. Video games would have launch parties. You would meet at GameStop, and they'd have prizes and food, and sometimes they'd have celebrities, they'd have giveaways. And it's, I have to admit, it's something I didn't really get involved in when I was younger. One of the reasons is they were a little pricey to get involved in. This, of course, was not free. I paid, somewhere between $40 and $50 for 3 cigars plus all these little goodies. So again, not free. I did have to pay for it. Just like most of those launch parties and launch products. So normally I didn't. It was not something I really got into that much. I usually waited until the video game or the movie or whatever it was went on sale, waited for the matinee before I went and saw the big box office. They have movies. The local theaters would do launch parties as well. It is unfortunate. I do miss that. Now that I'm older and have a little bit better revenue, a little more financially secure, shall we say, I wouldn't mind going to a launch party anymore, going to a movie premiere night, but they're not as big anymore. And that's sad because it was something to look forward to. It was fun to get all hyped up about it, to read reviews and, watch trailers. And then go to a movie or pick up a video game. Or go get a new alcohol, maybe at the brewery when I was in Maryland. A lot of the breweries and distilleries, some of the bigger name ones, would do launch parties. And I did go to one or two of those. Who was it? It was Dr. McGillicuddy's. Launched a new flavor. It just so happened when I was working down in Maryland. I was in Ocean City when they had a launch party. We just ended up there. I didn't know what was happening before. I do like Dr. McGillicuddy's. I did not like it was like a cherry something. I forget the exact flavor. I didn't like that flavor, but I did get some free merch, and I got to try some different products from Dr. McGillicuddy's. Again, it was kind of fun to be a part of the launch party. I wish products would do that more. I wish that would be something that happens in every town. Have a premiere night. Have theaters run specials, the midnight matinee premiere. I believe it was Star Wars when they re-released Star Wars. The theater up in Houghton did a midnight premiere, midnight matinee premiere. So it's matinee prices. but you had to come dressed up. So people came dressed in, Star Wars costumes, lightsabers were flying around everywhere. I didn't go. A couple of my friends did. I think I was actually working that night, so I missed out. But again, at the time when I was younger, I really wasn't into it. I didn't see the allure, the value, the draw of it. Now that I'm older, I do. And I think that's who those are really targeted to. They're targeted to the population with some dispensable income. A little bit, maybe a buck or two extra where they can try it out, be a part of it. I will be joining the smoke off that they have in March. They have a big event where they draw names. So my luck, of course, I'll probably get the grand prize, only to find out that because I live in Michigan, my entry is null and void. That's my luck right there. So. But yeah, it's kind of fun. They're gonna have speakers and talks and music, and if you can make it down to the actual location, there's food and stuff. If you bought your kit, that's kind of your entry ticket into the big show. Like I said, I wish more companies would do that more on a larger scale. Now, granted, pretty much every company does to a degree do some sort of launch party. But normally it's just for employees. It's at the local location because the logistics of planning something across the United States is just not feasible. I understand that. It's a business thing. You can't be having, sending out, thousands, if not millions of dollars worth of free products for people who go to a show. I do like that movies sometimes still will do that where they, you come to the movie and you get maybe a collector's popcorn bucket. One of my favorites, I did actually go to the movie and collect this, was Resident Evil 2 came out, the movie, in theaters, and you got a paper. You got a newspaper. I still have it. My kids kind of enjoy reading it. They're getting into Resident Evil. The newspaper is really cool because it gives you some of the background story. It talks about how, the Umbrella donated a bunch of guard dogs for the local school. Hopefully, spoiler alert, sorry. So then like when the dogs attack Alice in the school, you understand why were there Doberman pinchers at this local school. And it goes into a bunch of the lore and some of the backstory that you aren't necessarily made privy to during the movie, but does kind of play a role in it. I really like that. I love it when they go that extra mile. Again, I understand it's almost a waste when it comes to marketing. If you're already coming to the movie, you're already coming to the movie. Just because they offer some free Easter egg thing is not going to get you to come to the movie any sooner. Or you're on the fence, but hey, I get a collector's popcorn bucket. So I get it. Yeah. If you're already going, you're already going, right? But I do enjoy that. It helps me know that company actually values me as a customer, that they're willing to go that little extra mile. So yeah, I do wish that when some of these new products come out, they do stuff on a more grander basis. I keep telling myself if I ever get my brewery and distillery up and going, that I'll have launch parties. Right, send out special, maybe little samplers. I do like this. This is pretty cool. Send out a no name, you don't know what it is, sample of whatever product I make. A couple of goodies. I mean, you purchase them. This isn't going to be free necessarily. And yeah, it gets a hype up. It's a cool marketing technique. Like, I'm loving this cigar right now. This is a delicious Connecticut cigar. There were some theories as to what line of cigar this actually is. And I don't remember what they were. Sorry, I meant to check the name of what the top pollsters thought this was going to be called. And I forgot to look it up. My bad. I have smoked other cigars in that line that I remember. Usually they're Maduro cigars, so the general consensus is this is their Connecticut version of that cigar. Look at that burn. That burn is just beautiful. So yeah, I really hope that more places will do Product launch parties, again, if I ever do get my business up and running, I want to do a product launch party. For every product I send out there to get that hype up. Because why not? Show your customers that you care about them and you want them to have an experience. You want them to be a part of the community. You want them to share with you in this momentous occasion. Launching new products are not easy. I do know that. It's one of the hardest things you can do as a business owner is to launch a new product. You'll have many failed iterations. So I do understand that. I get it. I'm glad I could be a part of this freestyle one, even though my lotto ticket is now worthless. Thank you very much, state of Michigan. Government for making us not have any fun. But what I'm going to have fun with, I'm going to finish a pretty good stout and a really good cigar. So ladies and gentlemen out there, when this comes out, you'll have just barely enough time to find your own freestyle live if you want to get involved with the sweepstakes drawing. But it is a cool kit. I mean, this guillotine alone is a very high quality, all metal, very sharp, very good quality. The mono torch, I do like that it's like a cigar. Kind of fun. Nice little torch there. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm not a big leather-bound keychain fan, but you know what? It is cool. So anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you're having some fun. Hopefully you go to some product launches. And if you do run a business, hey, consider running these launch parties. They are awesome. But anyway, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.